wherever you may be watching this transmission. Hope everyone's doing well wherever you are across the English speaking world. So good to hear from you guys. So good to participate and be part of your lives. And so just sit back, enjoy. It is Friday morning here. Today is Friday, March the 10th. And today is my birthday. I am officially 45 years old today. I'll make an independent 45 years and what have I learned in 45 years type of video, maybe. I don't know. I make one almost every year. I was watching the video I made today. I turned 36. So, Patriot Canadian is saying happy birthday, young fella. Thank you. Happy birthday. Thank you very much. But yeah, I was looking at videos I made on YouTube where today I turned 36. How much time do I have left? Well, today I'm 45, and I'm giving myself a good 20. I want good 20 years. Good 20 years. Happy born day. I hope it's good. Or yeah, thank you. I hope I'm I want a good 20 years. Everything else after it's just kind of going through the motions, right? So today's coffee house in the house. We got Tony in the house. Hope everybody's doing well out there. Yeah. I was born Friday, March the 10th, 1978. And it's Friday, March the 10th, 2023. Oh, yeah. All right. So what's going down, folks? Let me sit down here. There's lots going down. So let's talk first about the mass defaults and the mass default in the banking sector, the mass default in the housing sector. So there's more and more of this. We're starting to see it's becoming more and more prevalent. They did go on a rate hike expedition. Now, we got videos on the channel to show Australia, New Zealand, America, Canada were rate hiking in 2017. If you guys remember that, 2018, people were panicking because they over leveraged and they were competing with money launderers. So money laundering coming in from China, outpricing or pricing out the locals. Governments do something in a frantic pace to make sure that locals can get into their own housing market. They get into their housing market, but at a high cost. And that's it right there in a nutshell. And then now people are over leveraged to compete with money launderers and criminals. And then now they basically have to raise rates. Rates have been too low for too long. Okay, screw that. 65 and still get morning wood. Good for you, David. That's the attitude, man. Jennifer Mills saying happy birthday, thank you. Freedom Prospector, the wheels are coming off the wagon. Yeah, oh, they sure are. Patriot Canadian saying, hey, Mike, a virtual town hall meeting from coast to coast is going down April 2nd, 2 p.m. Sask time. We'll be discussing the Trudeau for treason. Yeah, just make me a flyer or something, or some sort of a flyer or something I could post and get people. I could advertise it on Mike in the Night. What else is here? This means Tony means God's Tony in my accent. Nice. Jah provides the bread. You think I don't know Bob Marley? Okay, we got Rare Breeds in the house. Happy birthday. We got Hello Jello saying Steve the Cross in the house. Who else we got here? Freedom Prospector. Happy birthday, much here from Ontario. Much love from Ontario. That's from Jack C. I am so glad I have found your channel. I have been known to what's coming since 2010. I have been praying for you and your family for protection and more. That's what I need is prayers. I'm at a point, somebody asked me something yesterday, and it resonated with me. So what are you looking to accomplish? They asked me that 2 times. What are you looking to accomplish? What's your goal? What's your end game? What are you looking to accomplish? And it took me a few minutes to kind of reminisce of and I said I want to do what's best for me and my family, and I want to say and do what I have to do, in and say what I have to say before I die, so that I could die in peace, right? Like right now, I got a nice clean bill of health for the next life. I really do. And I've been anyone that I've wronged when I was in my 20s and when I was, uh, my early 20s and stuff, and people I've wronged or whatever. I've found most of these people, like my name is Earl, and asked for forgiveness. And for wrong, and most people are like, "What are you talking about? I don't even remember that, Mike." Well, I do, right? I remember everything that I did wrong, or just. And into my 30s, I started to be more at peace, and that whole tough guy thing started to fall off. That whole tough guy routine, and then now in my 40s, I'm at peace. I got a clean. I know I have a clean ticket of guilt. So introspective. Everyone's looking for a hero and a shoulder to lean on, when the only person we need isn't here yet. Happy birthday to you, hubby, and to your hubby too. Says Rare Breeds. So there's a lot of people here in the comments already joining us this morning for Morning Coffee with Mike. I'm actually grinding my beans now. You guys have motivated me to buy one of those machines. I'm going to show you the machine where get the coffee beans, and then I'm doing it now. I'm actually making real coffee at the store. So if you want to come and visit me or come and see me here at the store, old white guy in the house, if you guys want to come and see me, I make my own coffee. I'm starting to become a professional at making coffee here. So somebody gave me this as a gift. So I've been grinding this in here and then putting it in here and making some really good quality coffee. So I'm going to buy more of these bags of different coffees. And I've been drinking some real good coffee here at the store. Store must smell like coffee. It does. Oh, yeah. When people walk in, it smells like coffee. Happy birthday, says Lead Shoot Cobbler. Have faith in yourself, and the rest the rest will follow. I'm only on my fourth cup. Says Ludaping. Ludaping. Oh dear, not a coffee, but I'm having a sherry. Yeah, so depending on what part of the world you are. Anyways, I got a really nasty email from somebody claiming that I'm copying another channel, saying words like the voice of the Commonwealth, which I've been saying for over 10 years, connecting the dots across the Commonwealth, having callers in from New Zealand, having callers in from Australia, the UK, the English-speaking world, America, wherever. I've been accused of copying another channel for doing that. And so I went to go see the channel. It's on YouTube, but the channel was established in 2018, sorry, but they weren't doing live stream call-ins until 2022. So I'm not sure what they're talking. So I sent them a Mike in the Night episode from YouTube that's still up from 2017. And I said, well, that's me saying it there. Find something older. And I never heard from them. So I get a lot of people bashing me for plagiarizing other places or other things. I do my own word salads, and a lot of it leaves from here and goes to bigger stuff. Someone saying copying Joe Rogan. No, I don't even know that. I've never watched that guy. I don't know. All I know about Joe Rogan is he says something, it becomes gospel. He just said the other day, Joe Biden is senile and doesn't belong, or something. He doesn't belong in the White House. Holy smokes, he said it. But we've been saying it since the whole selection from day one. From day one. But because he said it, it means something now. So that's the whole thing, you know. So Shell Bell says, we know you've been around for a long time, so screw everyone. Yep, President. Go look at the video. It's called Selection. Holy crap, Joe Rogan said something. He said something like, oh my God, they're laying the groundwork for digital currency. Oh my God. God, we said that 10 years ago. Woo! So that's where, I get into my, but thanks, Anne. Razi Khan's in the house. Good to see you. Rare Breeds in the house. Lots of jealousy out there. Pay no attention. Like, oh, I don't even care, man. It's just I like to make sure everybody that takes the time to interact with me. I'm just like you. I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy that sells toys in a small town that's not liked because I came here from a city. Trust me, I'm just like you people. Whatever situation you're going through in life, whatever, I'm nothing special, but I want to dedicate the time you give to me, whether you're putting in a comment. I want to give you that time. I want to acknowledge you, and I want you to know that I'm as much as part of your life as you are as mine. And I want to make that very clear. So when it took me, I don't know, 3.5 weeks to read all the comments on that Woke to Death series I did. One video had almost 4,000 comments on it. It took me almost 3 weeks to read all the comments on there. You know what I'm saying? So Sandy Duche said, have an awesome birthday. Yeah, I got a few things planned for the day, and the family's got a few things planned for the day. Simple. And, just enjoying this time. I got my Red Dragon on the road, my old Corvette, the other day, because I was having problems with my van. And it's impossible to find anywhere to get your vehicle fixed where it's transparent, honest, and fair. So it's very hard. So I found a place, luckily, and they seem good. So luckily, I don't have a lot of breakdowns, right? So nothing's free. Hey, Mike, hope you're doing well today, and hope everyone else is doing well today. Yeah, of course, Avatar 2022. We hope everybody is doing well. The narrative is falling apart, so we're seeing it now. We are seeing it now in banks. I don't know if you remember this little phrase that we coined on the channel. Back in 2020, the banking system in Canada is just horrendous. Like the amount of bad debt the bad debt they put on their books, the amount of in 2019, 2018, and we used to call it the Great White Short. Canadian banks, the Great White Short, and I think one big economic channel took that and ran with it. Mike seems like a good guy. Yeah, come and see me. Go woke, go broke. 2023 is what a time to be alive for all the wrong reasons. Yeah, it's Tom. I recognize the picture. It's Tom. Guys, Tom's in the house. Good to see him here. Yeah, guys, I'm here at 1925 Quilchena Avenue in downtown Merritt. If you guys want to, so we got Fakadoodle. Hi from Tyrannus, New York City. Call into Mike of the Night. Give us an update on what's happening there with the crime, and just come on Mike of the Night report. Just come when we go live. We're gonna go live. We're gonna do our pre-show here on YouTube tomorrow night, and then we're gonna head over to Odyssey. Guys, my Wednesday night Rumble is off the hook. It's getting more views than I do on Odyssey. So until I get shadow banned on there too. But I think something's going on. So guys, if you want to see, I'm drinking coffee, Justin. I made some good coffee. We got somebody from West Michigan. Yeah, I've never been too far west in Michigan. I mean, I've been to Lansing, Pontiac, and I think I've been to Flint, but then I've been more like in the south, like Michigan, like Detroit, Toledo, like going south on the 75. Because I've spent more time on that part, or going through Michigan too, right? Okay, so here, guys, I want to show you guys this. Hold on a second here. Let me just open this real quick here for you guys to see. Okay, this is the pre-show for Mike of the Night. There's the Mike of the Night pre-show, okay? That's tomorrow night, so you can you put your notifications, go to the channel, put your notifications. We'll go over some headlines, blah, blah, blah. And then we go on the upcoming live stream on Odyssey. So you go over to Odyssey and you actually go to 487 to be determined. Things are changing on an hourly pace now. I don't even know what to put for a title anymore because things are changing on an hourly pace. And then there it is right there. Already has a dislike on it from the Orlingers. So that's what it looks like there. And I have my chat on first here. Woo! So just putting some comments in there for people that are going to be joining us tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Pacific time. And then our Wednesday night Rumble. Look at this, guys. We got over 1,000 views on Mike in the Night Wednesday night Rumble, and it was a really good show. We went over our headlines. We took in a bunch of calls. And we got the Rumble symbol there. See there? So we actually... And it's down 500... Look at the housing we were talking about there on the show. Look at that house. 2 beds, 2 baths. $5.5 million. That's Canada. So get over to Rumble and subscribe to me there too, guys, because I have a thing. My time's going to be up on YouTube because I just don't align with anything they're telling us, right? So I lived in Victoria in the 90s, and no, they don't like when you come from Ontario or anywhere else. That woke vid is what got me sub to you. Thanks, Jax. Don't stop doing what is right in the evil world. There are lies are passed through. Passed through. There is a famine of truth in the land. That's a good way to put it. Whoa. Stay on YouTube. Yeah, I'm going to stay on YouTube until $5 million for... That's not a normal house. That's a teardown. That's not a normal house. You can see the video. It's garbage. So, you're awesome from Wisconsin. Right on. Yeah, don't stop. So, we got Curtis from the northeast of me. Well, no, southeast of me, but in the northeast of America there, Wisconsin. The cheese production, the cheese producing state. Keep an eye on Wisconsin, folks. I know someone's going to send me a link to this Mike in the Night. Keep an eye on Wisconsin because there's a lot of private sector, family-owned businesses there, just like what happened in Ohio. Keep an eye on these kind of states that have a lot of private citizens in the private sector, in the private farming industry. Keep a very close eye on Wisconsin. Okay. I subbed a few channels on Rumble. They let you speak freely for now. Yeah, but Odyssey is wide open. We're shadow banned on Odyssey, 100% shadow banned. But at least we're wide open on Odyssey, like wide open. But we have to bring the party to Odyssey. So when you see 100 people watching us live on Mike in the Night on Odyssey, it's because we brought the people. We actually brought these people over to watch. That's why. But with Rumble, I'm getting, and I'm getting that thing, with just like Instagram. Who the hell is this guy telling people what's going on? That same thing. I'm getting that same thing, and then I have to open my channel time machine here. I said the back in 2015. What do you want from me? So yeah, it's in the bio. My Rumble's in the bio, guys. If you wanna, it's on top of the channel. It's in the bio of my channel about, and you guys could check that out. But it is a free speech platform, but you see, Rumble's getting to a point where it's getting popular, and it might get bought out by ScrewTube or some big. So we've gotten to a problem. So somebody asked me again, what do you hope to accomplish? What's your goal? What are you going for? What's your... And I just want to say, do the right things that I feel that are right and moral and sane. Not insane, sane. Keeping my sanity and just doing the right things to raise my family and so that I could just die in peace. I don't think I could die in peace knowing that I've wronged or if I've put people through some sort of crisis or like I just couldn't do it. Hello all new to the channel, says Bud. Regarding to chat was a little odd. Registering to chat was a little odd. Yeah, it depends. Like some platforms are different. Odyssey's different. Thing is different there. Rumble, you can't stop. Who the hell cares? They can research you if they're if they're that interested, don't answer any questions to anyone. Well, I kind of do. I kind of reply to people so that I could, you know, I just reply to everybody. So uh, Kick is an open streaming platform. Also, it is new with a lot of people joining. We need to get on every platform as possible nowadays to survive. Told my family 100 times to pull some money out of the bank. They all looked at me like I'm an idiot. Yeah, pull some money out of the bank, folks. Hold on to Jesus. Jesus. Hold on to Jesus. All He is the way, the truth, the life. Jesus is life. He who believes in me will live a new life. He that believeth on him not condemned, but that's a long one. Already because hath not believed in the name of only the begotten Son of God. They can't censor our words. Have you been on D Live? No, I haven't. We could say that we could say what we want. Well, that's our God-given right at birth, right? That's why these North America, these countries here, from Brazil all the way up to Canada, were all European expansion. The Portuguese were first in Brazil. Well, the Portuguese were first in Newfoundland, Louis Labrador and Newfoundland. Terra Nova is New Scotland in Portuguese. They already mapped that in the 1400, 1410. That was already mapped out. Columbus was born in 1450. 1451, he was born. Columbus was born. So in 1410, the Portuguese already mapped out New Scotland, Nova Scotia, and Canada. So the Portuguese were already in Brazil. They already went around the Cape. They were already expanding this expansion here in the West. And it was European expansion because it's, hey, an eye for an eye. The Ten Commandments, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not kill, was founded on those basic principles. If it was another culture that founded these countries, I wouldn't be talking to you today. And that's why these leftist extremists that get all worked up when they hear Jesus and stuff, and they don't want to hear, and they don't want to hire people and stuff. The problem with that is if it wasn't founded by those, if these countries weren't founded by those people, we wouldn't be talking to each other today. And that's the problem that a lot of people don't understand. When you are talking about when you are talking about mortgage defaults, well, we've been talking about mortgage defaults now for over 10 years because none of this is real. None of this is real. None of it was real. None of it was put together properly. Again, it's just about local governments trying to get their locals into a housing market they can't afford to get into in the first place to compete with money laundering, do artificial low rates. We created this Frankenstein monster. Watch across the channel, search Frankenstein across my channel. We did a video 3 years ago about we've created a Frankenstein monster, and it's this lending and the banking and all this. Now this monster is out of control, and we don't know what to do because now people, good families that bought into this in the last 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years are defaulting. All right. Here, let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So you go to buy a tear down house. Here, this is the house in Vancouver here, right? We did a housing ripoff video. So $5.5 million for that house, and it was down $500,000. Okay, 2 bedrooms, 2 bath, 2,000 square feet. So this is what people were competing for in Canada. So, hold on. And this was this was on Rumble. Okay, so this was on March the 8th. So this must have been, this was, okay. This was a playback of a stream I did. Okay, so let me play this here for a sec. 2 bedrooms, 2 baths. This is the shit we're dealing with here in the West. When Americans... I'm trying to see if I could see the date this was posted. I think this was posted back in 2017. So back in 2017, people were buying these houses, and the problem with that is when they got on these property markets, they're just severely over leveraged. Like $5 million mortgage with 30% down is probably going to cost you $13,000 a month for 30 years. So Canadians can't afford that, right? So all the commandments are important. Yes, the sin of the father and do not fall on the child. This must be one of the most inflated markets in the world, 100%. Oh, it is. And this is what I've been warning about. My first channel got taken down in 2012. I had almost 300 videos, 30,000 subscribers, and they took down my video walking the streets of Vancouver, showing all the empty homes, all empty homes owned by foreign investors, everything empty. Oh, Mike, there's cars on the street. No, they park on the street there because it's public parking, and they take the SkyTrain to work in downtown Vancouver. Woo! So, just trying to make sense of all this, trying to make sense of where things are at. It's so out of control, man. It's so out of control. I don't even know. People took more than they should. Mike is the beacon of truth in a sea of lies. 100%. In Ireland, hold on. Let's use this ScrewTube platform to make people aware of Odyssey and Rumble. Time to leave the lefties behind. Yes, Carl. Carl, did you see the video I made about Ireland? You got to watch this one, man, because it ties into stuff I said 10 years ago about Ireland. Here, let's go to the channel time. You got to watch this, Carl. If you're still watching this, go to the channel time machine. So go to the channel. Okay, go to this here. When you get, it's on a desktop. Just type in Ireland. Ireland's dying. It's from 4 months ago, but who cares? I referenced things in there that we did 10 years ago on the show. You have to watch this if you're in Ireland, and you have to share this video. Yeah. It's very important that, see, investors are pushing out locals in Ireland. What else? Foreign investors going to Ireland, pricing out locals, leaving homes empty everywhere. Foreign investors forcing Irish middle class into homelessness. Look at this, 4 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So this has been happening before the you-know-what. Now they're going to blame the you-know-what. And it's the same people that are saying, oh, great, I'm so alive today, and I'm grateful to be alive because I took that juice. I took the juice, and that's the only reason why I'm here with you. And there's people that believe that. I did a meme on that. I made a meme on that with Eric Cartman on our community section there. So people that took the juice. All done deliberately, says Gene. Someone saying here, Shadow Files, isn't a lot of it karma due to the Europeans colonizing everything? But here's the problem with that. If the Europeans didn't create the European expansion, or didn't create the highways, the airports, the rails, the engineered the rails and laid them out and actually built these cities and connectors and ports, if it what, where would we be today? I mean, would we even have, like, a lot of people blame the Portuguese for everything, but they don't exist in history, but they did everything that went wrong. Mike, you are my soul brother over there in BC, since my whole family seems to think I'm insane. Oh, time reveals it all. Housing should never be a commodity. Thank you, Earthstein. Thank you. Because they used to use the old European motto that the Romans used to use. Again, European expansion here in the West, 4.5 times your annual income is what you should pay for a home. You go way back. That law goes back, way back, because they knew back in the time of Jesus what housing should be relevant to what you make and how much it costs for a dwelling. You wouldn't buy it back then like you did today, but you would still have to pay taxes to the crown or to Rome or to Caesar or whatever. But it was always 4.5 times. Now, that house for $5 million is like 52 times the annual income of somebody in Canada to buy that $5 million 2-bedroom house, right? So someone's saying, yeah. Valerie saying, Mike, a house just sold in Toronto, 300,000 over asking. Let it go. Housing in Toronto is now starting to rally again, and more people that just can't afford it are doing it, and that, unless it's going to money laundering, because again, the Chinese gangs have been laundering fentanyl through Canada. We got it on our channel 10 years ago, 8 years ago, 6 years ago, 5 years ago, mentioning Chinese gangs laundering fentanyl proceeds from casinos and reinvesting the money back into Canadian real estate. So if that's the money, and that eventually everything will come down, because it's unsustainable. 72 likes, 72 watching. That's good stuff. Who qualifies for a $5 million house? Where do they work? That's the thing. And then now here's the problem. Now you're tying into a really good question here. I'll show it to you right now. So in the news today, watch this. In the news today, let me find the articles right here. Where is it here? Right here. Jobs gain in Canada doubles expectations, testing central bank. So economy adds 21,800 positions, unemployment rate at 5%. But there's a problem with that. The same 210,000 jobs that Trudeau created back in early 2022, the same 200, you can look it up, 210 or 240,000 jobs that Trudeau created for Canadians. All public sector, all public servants. There's no private sector businesses. There's no mom and pops businesses. All where Canada created 210,000 positions. What if those 21,000 positions there are all either minimum wage entry jobs for people working high school to college that need those jobs to pay for their college? Oh, wait, we don't do that anymore. They got student loans now that you never pay off. Oh, okay, sorry about that. Because in my day, a minimum wage job was you work your minimum wage job, you make your money minimum wage, and you save up, buy a little car in the summer, and then work, and pay for your college the next year. That's what a minimum wage job. It's not a living wage. So here's the problem. In Canada, they're creating public sector government jobs. Merry Christmas. Any government can create pencil pushers in an office that don't speak English. And then creating more and more minimum wage jobs aren't living wages, but they want to make a living wage and put pressure on the employer to raise people's salaries that they can't afford to, because when you raise someone's salary, you have to pay more in taxes to keep them employed with you. So we got living the dreams in the house. How you doing? I had to get a high ratio insurance in the 90s for an $80,000 mortgage. Yeah. That's GTO Mama. Jordana saying hi Mike, doing a great job speaking the truth, says Jordana. YJ Overlander is saying, this is why I don't comment much anymore. Keep details with prophetic implications. Just go unacknowledged. I tried. Oh, JT Overload says regulators just shut down Silicon Valley FTC. So here you go. You see, we are all connected. You think it's a joke? Watch this. You think you're not being acknowledged and you're being hidden? There's a reason why I picked up on that comment when I did. Watch. There it is. Oops, wrong one. There it is. Silicon Valley bank shares halted after plunge. So there it is right there. I think that's what he was talking about in the comments. But there it is right there. Silicon Valley, there it is. Silicon Valley has been closed by regulators which have taken control of the bank's deposits, and the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation announced Friday. So that is there this morning. So what's happening now is they're taking control at a federal level, and I kept telling you guys they're going to federalize everything. Everything you have is going to be your banks, your gas stations. In Canada, our cell phone companies are already all federalized. We have one car insurance company here in Canada. So there it is. That's the one. Yep. Yeah, YJ, I already had it loaded, man. And I read that comment and I knew, and I said, hello from Spokane, Washington. That's what, I don't know, like a 3-hour drive for me. I don't comment much anymore because I swear so much and they will get deleted by YouTube. So I'm just mad all the time now. Well, Dead House, just call into Mike in the Night and you could say what you like. He is quick on the draw, man. Federalized tax hamster wheel. Yeah. So this is, you know what? We did it, the treadmill of death. The financial treadmill of death video we did back in, I think in 2018 or 2019, and YouTube deleted it. I didn't get a strike though. We didn't give you a strike though, but we feel that this goes against our, it was in 2018, I call it the treadmill of death, the financial treadmill of death video that we did, and it got taken down. I don't know. So anyways, I don't even confide in them tube anymore. But all right, keep going. Keep the comments going. Oh, we got. I'm opening a Reddit account now too. Never had one before, but I'm making one now. And then Shadow Files is saying YouTube is allowing cursing again, but I'm not sure. Look it up. I don't even care about you. I don't even care what these people think anymore. Rough times ahead. Prepare or leave Rome. Raising interest rates doesn't lower inflation. It hedges against inflation. So when you do raise interest rates, the bad debt does fall off. And when the bad debt falls, you need a correction. There needs to be a correction. So when there's a correction, I don't know how to explain. There needs to be a correction. Okay, so to make that correction, they're gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? So raise rates to hedge against the inflation. Because if you don't hedge against it, you start going into hyperinflationary modes, and you will go into hyperinflationary modes. They're trying to federalize the rail systems here. Yeah, of course they're going to federalize the rail systems in the United States. Watch, I think 2 Mike in the Nights ago, or 3 Mike in the Nights ago, we did the Ohio land grab video. They're land grabbing Ohio. Corporations are buying up land for chump change in Ohio, right? Yeah, go watch our last episode on Mike of the Night if you're tired of censoring. You'll hear a lot of swearing. Lord Humongous in the house. I want my MTV, not SVB. Woo! It's a corporate run. Yeah, well, they're gonna federalize. It's all federalized. It's all gonna be a federalization. I don't think the governments want to give the power to the corporations. I think they want to. In Canada, it's more the governments want total control. It's going digital soon. Wells Fargo is going down. Yes, Wells Fargo stock. I think it was down. I don't know how many points yesterday and this morning. I haven't looked at it this morning, but I think that's going down. Lived in Calgary for 6 months, 30 odd years back. Being English, I was amused by all the booze and tobacco sold only at federal outlets. Yeah, everything's federalized in Canada. Raising rates does quell hyperinflation. It doesn't immediately present the effects, but it does do it. Free money in fiat debt-based system just makes the bottom tier of the pyramid worse, and that's the bad debt that falls off, right, folks? So you got the first 4 bottom layers of the pyramid that fall, and then eventually the middle falls, and then the top stays always because they've obviously ripped off enough people to be there, right? So someone says they're not censoring anymore. What else we got? Common law, maritime law. We had someone on Mike in the Night in 2016 talking about that. Maritime law and common law. This is what they did in World War II in Germany. The brown shirts that says eat, trade, travel. So if you guys want to look at, again, we did a very special on the last Saturday, Mike in the Night on Odyssey. We did a very special on Germany's dying or Germany's falling. So digital garbage won't last long. All right. So I think I'm going to make an independent video on that, and I think I'm going to make a video on the closing of corporate banks and structures, and so I think I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to do one on Germany is falling for you guys. I want to make some more independent videos so I could just get to the point and talk about what we need to talk about. And there's the Walmarts. Let's look that up. The Walmarts are closing due to theft and problems, and we talked about that during that whole problem they were having in Silicon Valley, right? So Walmart's there's to be slated a lot of there's a list of closures across the United States, and that's a major issue. And we actually did cover Walmart closures I found in 2016 here on the channel too. So we did cover it before, but this it's a corporate. So yeah, Texas and Portland, Oregon politicians take to Twitter to argue over why Walmart is closing stores. This will create more private sector businesses mom and pops businesses. This will actually create and generate more on the ground family owned businesses, right? Um, Especially in the service industry, right? And banks are taking a hit too, and they're calling it a mob takeover. No, it's about they're having a lot of theft issues in the WalMarts because when people could go in, steal a couple of $100 and walk out with no hindrance, it's game over. If people came into my store and walked out with product 24/7 until I had nothing on my shelves, I'm gonna close my store. Noah is saying, "I'm proud of you, Mike. I'm proud of you too, Noah." The FBI is here, says Lord Humongous. Where you are in Colorado? Heard a Canadian government radio ad about misinformation. Yes, they're going to be coming after people like me. I don't know if they're going to come after the pre-COVID channels because we've been warning you guys about this. We even told you guys they're going to pull the trigger on the pandemic 4 times on different occasions before they did. So we're pre-COVID. So do I get punished for predicting what was going to happen? Do I get punished for making that video back in early 2020 where they're going to blame the vaccinated on the unvaccinated? Do I get punished for that? For saying that? And then that went crazy? But how? How? Like, how do we... Like, are they going to come after the pre-COVID people that were... Are people going to be punished for predicting what was going to happen? Or are they going to come after the post-COVID channels that showed up after COVID and just became all-stars? Heroes. Living the dream. Thanks for all your great work, Mike. Good morning from New Zealand. Yeah, it is morning in New Zealand. It's very early morning in New Zealand, actually. It's got to be like 7 o'clock in the morning there. How can I send you coffee, my brother? Just started his own coffee shop. Nice. Unfortunately, I used to have a direct mailbox here to my store, like a direct mailbox where people can mail me stuff. I don't have a mailbox on the street, so I have to go to the post office. But now the post office for small businesses wants, I think, $490 a year for a box. So unfortunately, I'm not going to pay $400 a year for a post office box for my mail for my store. So I do get deliveries, like the distributors come and deliver to my door. It's different. But to get mail, it's like $500 a year. And that's someone saying the ads are running in the USA. Good evening from Bulgaria. Wow. Good evening. That's Ivan. $490 a year for a PO box. F that. Yeah, it's Canada Post. Everything's connected. Like, we just can't. There's no. I know what you're saying, Lord Humongous. Like a PO. No. It's through Canada. It's regulated through the Canadian government. So everything's regulated through the Canadian government. We are like I'm in this like socialized medicine problem here in this country where I'm actually scared shitless to go to the hospital. I'm actually scared to go to the hospital. I am so scared to go to the hospital. I don't know why, but I'm petrified to go to the hospital now. And yeah, just petrified. Poverty Stacks saying Mike is truly worldwide. Good morning, Mike, says Two Spirit. We are scared to go to the hospital in America due to cost. Yeah, here it's a little bit different. We have socialized medicine. Trust me, I'm just so scared to go to the hospital if something goes wrong. But the thing is, we pay through the nose for the hospital here. Right? So if I make, for every dollar I make, I think 58 cents goes to the Canadian government. Whether it's through gas purchases for my car or my government regulated car insurance company. Like almost everything I make is going towards the government. So how could these people afford these multi-million dollars homes that you could buy in Alabama for 40 grand? Canada Post is why I closed my eBay store. I don't trust the hospitals here now either. It's like an invasion of the body snatchers. Thank you, Mike. They are federalizing. Mike. They are federalizing in France. Okay, what are they federalizing in France? The healthcare? Or are they federalizing? Because I know how it's already socialized medicine in France. Are they going to do private healthcare in France so you pay? Good morning, what next journey in the house? I call him the walking journey still. It's the walking journey, aka the next journey. Don't forget to go and click on his thing there and subscribe to his channel. And he's blowing things up too on Rumble. He's doing really good on Rumble, Dad. So I caught his live stream the other day, so you guys can check out the walking or the next journey. And I'm on Rumble too, guys. So I did a few live streams on Rumble, and my channel on Rumble is actually growing exponentially fast, right? So I'm kind of excited about that too. I could finally get, like, I finally got 1,000 subscribers on Rumble, right? It took me 4 years from 2012, 12, 13, 14, till 2016 or 2017 to reach 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. And I'm telling people, oh, look at this. They need to raise interest rates now. They need to raise them now, or by 2020, we're going to be in trouble. And they're like making videos about the price of food hauls, showing what I bought for $200 for worth of food, and I got nothing, but nobody cared. But it's not that nobody cared. I think nobody knew because YouTube was doing its job censoring. Oh, wait, we got lots of comments here. I just turned 70. It is not much different than 45 if you take care of your health. Happy birthday, Mike. Yeah, thank you. Turned 45 today. HOA fees in Florida are higher than most mortgages. LOL. Yeah. Yeah, Florida real estate's finished. Canada Post ruined my eBay business as well. Me too. People are asking me, hey, Mike, how come you're not shipping? You should be, look at all this cool stuff you have here. You have a presence on YouTube. Somebody will buy a board game off you if you just recommend them one. I'm like, well, here's the problem with that. The shipping on the board games cost more than the board game itself because I have to feed the federal lion. So here in BC, we pay 12% on tax purchases. And then income. Whoa, it's moving too fast here. And then income tax at anywhere between 20 to 49%. Yeah, and that's being generous. 20 to 49%. Fuel tax, carbon tax. Oh yeah, I'm paying like $2,000. I'm paying $2,000 a year in carbon tax to heat my home. My carbon tax is like $198 for like last month, and then the month before was $130, and then they added a secondary carbon tax on now. We've been talking about this on Mike of the Night. Someone's saying to get gold. Should take your health to the should take your health to avoid hospitals. Health is wealth. That's 100%. Yep, I stopped ordering on eBay. It's sad. Yeah. We're getting destroyed. We're getting crippled, like on every front. And I've been warning people, like, but this is not like. See, this is the thing is. Man, I have to have a one-on-one conversation with Joe Rogan. Say, hey, Joe, listen to me. This is going to happen. Say it so it becomes something. Okay? Come back. Joe, this is going to happen. This is a big problem we're facing here. You need to talk about this now, not in 2 years when it happens. This is the things we need to address. And the problem is, it's the people, like Walking Journey, the next journey on the chat. He's been prophesizing pretty much 90%, 95% accuracy since 2009, 2010. It's 2008, his first channel got taken down. And then he's been prophesizing what's going to happen, how it's going to happen, how it's going to fall, where it's going to take place. And they shut down his other channel. So now, so you see what I'm saying? So it's almost like if you know the know, or you have some sort of inside prophetic way of explaining something, they punish you for it. My son trades cards, does good. Claus will be eating Z-Bugs. Joe Rogan is an asset. What was it? The walking journey. Yeah, it's the walking. It used to be the walking journey, but it's the next journey now. He's in the chat room there. It's the next journey, guys. So you guys could check it out. But there it is right there. Does he have a channel now? Yeah, it's the next journey. The channel's called the next journey. Check it out. Dang, poverty. Better get what you can while you can, says Lord Humongous. Yeah. Seattle hospitals lied and said they were overrun and I was the only one there. Yes. Yes. Okay. So let's go back to the walking journey again. The next journey channel. Let's go back again. He was going through the hospitals in Houston and Conroe, Texas, and all different parts with this camera live showing everyone the hospitals were empty. Woo! Yeah. So there it is right there. So you see, people get punished for actually saying it how it is, right? So you see where we're going here with this, right? You see, this is Morning Coffee with Mike, eh? You're joining us for Morning Coffee with Mike. I got my coffee here. Yeah, on Rumble, it's still walking journey, folks. How do you survive without eBay? I'm just getting by. I'm doing my best. Luckily, I get a lot of people passing through town because we're like a connector city. We're like a crossroads. So people come from the city of the north and the city in the south and the city of the west of us, and they all come here. And the best part is when they come here and they tell me, you have more stuff in your store than all the stores combined in my big city, even stores in malls. Woo! So that's good too. Dan Van Dan says, lots staff over the jibby. No more stock trading, Mike? No, I haven't gotten in. I've left the scene a whiles back. So that's something I don't know. I kind of have to forecast the markets or predict. Stock trading is more predictions, so if I could predict better, I don't know, man. I just haven't been clear lately. With especially losing family last couple of weeks. Happy birthday, Mike. Yes, Billy T. Thank you. I'm a toy collector too. Currently looking for BS Imperial Probe Droid. Big stock market crash coming in less than 45 days. I just want to know when everything is going to fall on its face already. This is painful. Yeah, it is painful. There needs to be a correction. It's not. There's too many over-leveraged people. Our governments created an economy off of housing. Our economies became too dependent on housing. We depended on selling homes to foreign investors to make our money. Or BlackRock. BlackRock's going down too, guys. I got a report from someone at Blackstone. Is it BlackRock? Yeah, BlackRock is not looking well financially too. So it's coming down, folks. Economic March Madness. Ooh, that's a cool name. That's from Pineal Gland. Are your wife and kids? Yeah, my wife and kids are fine. Carl G says, yep, I know, says Bobby Malai. Mike, in 2019, I left Vancouver and Canada with my family. The final decision I took was because of your videos, 10 reasons why I'm leaving Vancouver. Thank you, Ivan. I think you said you were in Hungary or Buddha. No, you told me earlier, Ivan, where you were. In I think Eastern Europe somewhere. Blackrock is a big daddy gonna collapse. Oh, Blackrock is in a lot of trouble right now. So I get a lot of people sending me all this stuff all the time, right? Bulgaria. Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be a very interesting time to be alive, guys. This is a very interesting time. Ooh, 5 people just started following your Rumble channel. Good. Yeah. Are the recent news still not enough to convince your family moving on, Mike? Nope. Again, we are in a situation where we still have sidewalks and electricity on the streets, so we've made it in life. We got a sidewalk outside, so we're here. We're at the top, and that's that mentality I'm still in right now. So it is what it is. We all carry a cross, right? Plus, I got you guys to pray for me too, so I'm not too worried. If I got you guys backing me, honestly, I'm not worried about anything at all. I left Toronto last year, 17% interest hikes. BlackRock goes down. We in trouble. We are in trouble temporarily. BlackRock to take over Norfolk Southern. My prediction. Okay. We're going to be doing a... Someone just said, I just subscribe to Walking Journey. Good. Yes, the next journey is highly shadow banned. I can tell you that a bazillion percent. As sure as my name. As sure as me knowing my own name, that guy's shadow banned. I remember when he was going into the hospitals during the you-know-what and saying, oh, this is all empty, what the hell? And he was going all over Texas, like, oh, this hospital, there's nobody here, what's going on? Someone says Blackrock already owned no fork. So someone says, yeah, I left Toronto in 2020 to now Windsor, Ontario, loving it. Yeah, Windsor is a good, it's not too bad of a place. Windsor is okay. But the thing is, on a good side, if the economy in Michigan's good, thriving, it's good to live just a stone throw away from Detroit, right? You put up videos and you don't have to say too much when you're walking and showing. Then it's the comments and monitor and can't censor. We spread the conversation around. Exactly, Shell Bell. Because you know what? If you go to our Woke to Death series that I made, I got like 4,000 comments on some of the videos. Testimonials. I know they're a small percentage right now, says Henry S. Wow, it's so good to have over 100 people watching here on the live stream here this morning on Morning Coffee with Mike. I am going to open this here so I can show you guys what's going down and where it's going down and how it's going down. And if you guys don't mind, let's go over here. So guys, tomorrow night at 6:15, we're going to do the Mike of the Night. We're going to do, let's go to my channel here. We're going to do the Mike of the Night pre-show. 47 pre-show, and then we're gonna jump you guys over to Odyssey, and I don't even know what the hell to call the show. I really don't know what to call the show, so I just left it to be determined right there. And then on Wednesday nights we do Wednesday Night Rumble. So if you want to join us, there's the Rumble channel. You just type in Mike Martin's channel, and you could go ahead and this is what it looks like here, Mike of the Night. And I appreciate you guys subscribing here because I'm actually getting views on here when I go live. When I actually go live, I'm actually getting almost as many views as I do on Odyssey. And I've been on Odyssey for 2 years now. Well, since the beginning of the you-know-what, right? Okay, what's going on here? Centrelink payments. So in Australia, this is what sparked the big protests in Brazil, down in Portuguese America. When they raised the price of the bus transit, well, Centrelink payments increased $177 a day. Grossly inadequate. So this might push Australia to the brink. Not the whole last 3 years, but the price on transit. And look at the Canadian people saying, you're going to talk about more Canadian news, Mike. You're in Canada. Well, this is Canadian news. MPs demand apology. Okay. They would demand an apology. Curling for Canada. Here's why milk comes in bags. 95-year-old woman going for a morning walk. This is our news in Canada. So this is why they don't cover anything. So that's why we don't really bring up any, because I don't think you guys want to hear why milk comes in bags. I don't think you care because it's all federally regulated by the governments. So Infinity Cycle gyms closes across cities. So like all the gyms are closing. And if you live in Australia and you're going to a gym, shame on you. You should be riding a bike around. And China accuses Canada of smearing over secret police stations. So we talked about the police stations on the channel before it even broke on mainstream media. We actually covered it here. And we actually broke the police stations in America that we knew that were already in. And I had somebody from a police department in California call me, I think it was, or Washington State, and ask me, how do I know about this? Or how am I confirming? How do you know about it? They watched my video and they called me at the store. So, there it is right there. What else? Gateway Pundit, Zero Hedge. Look, Merrick. Oh, that's in Merrick there. So, CBDCs could be easily weaponized to spy on U.S. citizens, says Congressman. So, Of course, we know that. So I just wanted to put this out there for you guys. So don't forget to join me on Rumble, and you guys can join us. Oh man, go back to Mike in the Nights. Go to the channel, scroll down, and watch our legendary guests we had. Look, Uneducated Economist, Alaska Prepper, Maneko64, Heiza Says. We've had all these great people on. Look, Tony from God Rules. We've had all kinds of cool people on Mike in the Night. And then if you go on Mike in the Night, you got to see some of these videos from 5 years ago we did. Yeah, World Headed to Chaos. Look. Mike in the Night, Open Mic, FOMO, Bitcoin, Mike in the Night, everything and everything. And we get into some really intense discussion here. But and then Morning Coffee with Mike goes back, I don't know. Or is it? Yeah, Morning Coffee with Mike. That's it, Morning Coffee with Mike there. So, party is over. Feds have lost control. China is selling U.S. Treasuries. Social credit score growing in China. USA -3 rate reduction. Three rate reductions. So they were raising rates 4 years ago, and they had to drop them 3 years ago. If you don't hold it, you don't own it. Gold and silver. So QE Infinity is here. Woo! Oh wow, we have over 100 people watching the live stream here this morning. Morning Coffee with Mike. Thanks for joining and being part of the channel, liking and subscribing the whole 10 yards. Trudeau still hasn't answered any questions. He's not supposed to! He's working for China! He's not supposed to answer nothing. His job isn't to the people. Oh, someone sent me a super chat? Two Spirits sent me $10. Guys, do not, if you can, I appreciate it, but don't send any super chats because YouTube takes, Google takes it. I don't get no money. I did that Woke to Death series with all the super chats and all the views I got. I only got like $17 for it. So just you could donate on DonorBox. Go on the channel, donate on DonorBox. So I turned off the super chats, but I don't know how that came through. But thank you, $10 to Spirit for supporting. Here we go. Dan, the Van Dan just joined. I bought gold and silver last year. Good. Okay, good. I think you could turn off. I did turn off the super chat. It is turned off. I went to the back end under earning, and I turned off the super chats, and I try to turn off the advertising on most of my videos because it's pointless. And because our government takes 80% off the top that comes from YouTube anyway, so I don't even get anything, right? And then they tax me on the income I make, even though they took 80% off the top. Yeah, nice to see Legacy Media asking him questions. Love your brother. Keep the faith. 1:45 p.m. here in Ontario. 10, 11, 12, 1. Yeah, it is. It's 10:44 here. I'll be opening in 15 minutes, guys. If you want to come down and join me here, I'll be here all day. Today's my birthday, so you guys can come down and say hi. Thanks for your hard work, Mike says, living the dream. Hi, Mike. Hi, Mike. YouTube criminals, says Dirk Zink. What a bunch of thieves. Yeah. So, oh yeah. So when YouTube is telling you you're going to be making $2,300 from this, you're doing great, and you get $17 after. No, because then it's going to go through other things, and they're going to try and tax me on that full income that I never got. So you have to watch out for this shit. Yes, Pineal Gland. Thank you, Dana. Yes. Hope to stop on my way to Dawson City next month. Yeah, I should be here. Happy birthday, says Justin Shaw. Thank you. Oh, yeah. It's Morning Coffee with Mike. I can't wait to do Mike in the Night tomorrow night, man. It's going to be really good. I hope everyone can get over to Odyssey for our Saturday show. And like I said before, if I could get more subscribers on Rumble, I'll just move Mike in the Night Tuesdays and... Tuesdays and Saturdays to Rumble full time because a lot of people are having issues watching replays of Mike in the Night for some reason on Odyssey or getting on Odyssey. They're having in New Zealand they're having problems getting on Odyssey. So so hopefully we could work something out and maybe go full time on Rumble and go from there. So I was on there before, and then they kind of disallowed me from doing things. So love to hear the truth, man. So whoa, someone says, brother, my water main broke, but I set a timer to say a special high. Well, your water main broke. What? Yeah, Odyssey is better. Rumble is woke, says Mary. Yeah, so we got conflicting, I live too far to visit. I'm in Texas. No, you're not. You jump on the, you take the 10 west to 5. You take the 5 till it ends. Until it literally ends in Washington State. And you jump across into Vancouver. And then you take the Highway 1. It's the 1, yeah. You take it all the way. And then it changes to where I am. You'll see Merritt. And then you can come and see me. Yeah, you take the 10, jump on the 10, go west to 5, and take 5 north all the way to the end. And you're pretty much close to me. I hope Joe Rogan or Jimmy Dore discover you. They're not supposed to. No, they know the existence of these platforms. The thing is, they use them to pick and nitpick little word phrases and little word salads and word. There's a channel that's saying the voice of the Commonwealth. I'm like, I've been saying that for 10 years. Everyone made fun of me. Everyone was making fun of me. It's like, why do you care what's happening in Australia, Mike, or New Zealand? What does it matter to you? You're in Canada. Have you ever been to Australia, Mike? I don't need to go to Australia when I know that foreign investors are buying up their cities and leaving the middle class disenfranchised and lowering rates to make people get into the markets. So yeah. So that's that. I just wanted to put that out there. But yeah, no, and connecting the dots across the Commonwealth, because if Australia does something terrible to its people, Canada gets mad and has to double down and make it worse on us. So when our Canadian government says, wait, they're doing that in Australia to their people, we're not doing it yet in Canada? Shame on you. So why are you ignoring me, says uranium infused meth. I'm not ignoring anybody. Let me see. Let me go back here. There's no comments. So your comments are taken down. Uranium infused meth. I don't see a single nope, that's not you. That's not you. I went back 40 comments and there is no comment from you. So YouTube is doing their job and censoring comments. So that's why you have to go on Odyssey and Rumble. There's just none of your comments get censored. So I'm not ignoring nobody. Oh man. Okay, where are we here? 10:49. Okay. I'm gonna be getting the store ready here. I'm gonna be opening it up. I'm having my coffee here. Now, if you guys want to come down and join me, it is my birthday. You come down. It's only once a year, my birthday. But you can come and visit me anytime you want. I'm wide open, and people come down from all over the place, from all over the world. If they're visiting this part of the world, they make the extra effort to come here and see me. Anyways, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. I'll see you guys tomorrow on Mike in the Night. Mike Martin's here. I have spoken.